Hello, I'm Cindy with Wisconsin Voices for Recovery, and this is Speak Out on Stigma. Today we'll be hearing from Peter Silski, Homeless Outreach Case Coordinator for the City of Green Bay. Hi, Peter. How are you today?
I'm doing well. It's a Friday.
Good, good. Glad to hear. So tell me, in what ways have you been treated differently due to stigma?
Well, in my active addiction, I was treated differently at work by my coworkers quite a bit. For they would typically judge me, I feel like, on how I presented in the workplace and pull away from me. It affected my social circles, my peer interactions. It's also affected me greatly in recovery when I've had to go to the doctors or go get medical help where they will bring up the past of addiction. There's been times when I've been pretty injured, and I've actually had a provider say that if you were a normal person, we would prescribe some painkillers for you right now, but we both know that's not good for you. So we won't offer you those, and we're just going to have you tough it out. And I feel like I was treated very differently in those circumstances based upon, my life experience.
Yeah, wow, thank you for sharing that. What impact did that have on you?
In the case of getting the medical attention, I typically toughed it out, and it made it even harder as far as being in recovery and dealing with that pain without having a way to necessarily manage it, and just basically trying to cope through it as best as I could. I think it kind of made a lot of my physical rehabilitation take longer.
It sounds like it had an impact on your recovery time from that injury.
Yes, as well as in the workplace in recovery, I've experienced stigma at times when my coworkers would know that I was in recovery because I don't keep it so anonymous, or I might have mentioned to a coworker that I was going to a meeting, but later on I would get kind of the cold shoulder, get brushed off, not be asked out for social engagements when there would be beer or alcohol present, where people would just maybe shy away from inviting me. So yeah, I experienced quite a bit of stigma that way, and it had an impact on me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing. How can reducing stigma help save lives?
I think it can help in many ways. In one way, reducing the stigma so that addicts and alcoholics, anyone who's going through those challenges, feels comfortable with coming forward and getting the help that they need when they need it, when they're willing to, because a lot of times it can happen at the most depressing moments where that moment of clarity comes and someone's ready and willing, and the doors need to be open for them to walk through and walk into recovery and to get services and to get the support that they need. So I think it needs to be seen as not just a life choice, that this is a disease that is affecting us and is affecting that portion of society. As well as, I believe, helping end the stigma can help the Narcan get into places where it needs to be, like in our gas stations, in our laundromats, in the gyms. It should be available. They should have dispensing units. I do. There's a heavy stigma that by having Narcan available in these situations, that's going to cause this influx of use, and that use is going to go up because Narcan is made more available. I believe that the only thing that's going to happen as with Narcan availability is that lives will be saved. Narcan saturation is working in our communities, and it's saving lives daily.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just that I hope that awareness can continue being raised, that people can continue quit having preconceived judgments, be open to learning, to meeting people halfway, and that conversations like this can happen more often, and that communication can be had so that people can become more aware, more educated, and we can save lives.
And raising awareness to remove barriers, which ultimately benefits people, saving lives and helping them recover.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Peter, for sharing your views on stigma. And thank you to our viewers for watching. Speak Out on Stigma is a forum to raise awareness about the harmful impact of stigma to those in and seeking recovery. Recovery is for everyone. Together we can eliminate stigma. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Thank you and have a good day.